The importance of language. Language is important for the increased ability to deal with abstract concepts. Brunner argues that language can cause stimuli and free an individual from the constraint of dealing only with apprehensions to provide a more complex yet flexible cognition. Next, the fourth, Brunner and Vygotsky menekankan pada lingkungan anak. Lingkungan sosial lebih pada Piaget. Brunner dan Piaget jelas ada kesamaan antara Piaget dan Brunner, tetapi perbedaan penting adalah bahwa mode Brunner tidak terkait dalam hal yang mengandaikan mode yang mendahulunya. Meskipun terkadang mode mendominasi dalam penggunaan, mereka hidup berdampingan. Karakteristik gaya belajar anak-anak memiliki cara belajar yang berbeda-beda, yang secara besar oleh para ahli pendidikan dikelompokkan menjadi 3 gaya dasar auditori, visual, dan kinestetik. Ketika orang tua mengetahui cara terbaik anak mereka untuk belajar, mereka dapat membantu anak mereka belajar lebih efektif, dan bagian dari proses ini adalah agar orang tua memahami gaya mereka sendiri, karena kita cenderung mengajar dengan gaya itu. Next, the fifth, in the early 90 and 80, developmental psychologist and educational researcher Howard Gardner verified what many parents in Tue Valley know: different children learn in different ways. He observed that even though all individuals in a group seem to be equally intelligent, a lesson plan that worked successfully for some children didn't work as well for others. Gardner's observation led him to publish frames of mind, the theory of multiple intelligence, in 1983. Dia menegaskan bahwa pendekatan orang yang berbeda belajar dengan cara yang berbeda, dan bahwa anak-anak belajar lebih baik di sekolah ketika gaya belajar individu mereka diakui dan didukung. Dia menguraikan 7 gaya belajar yang berbeda: auditory, visual, kinestik, interpersonal, intrapersonal, linguistik, dan logis matematis. Physical development. Between 9 and 12 months, babies' physical development affords them many different opportunities to play, move, and relate. Standing and cruising bring babies to new places in their homes, as well as access to objects and furniture at new heights. They can now pick up objects from the floor as well as reach for items that might be on low shelves or coffee tables. Locomotion and movements empower them to be sociable. They can seek for attention rather than wait for someone. Besides gross motor development, the older babies' hand-eye coordination and fine motor skill are also maturing. They are more able to grasp and manipulate small objects, dan mereka berlatih dan mengambil dan melepaskan apapun yang bisa mereka letakkan di tangan mereka. Imitasi dan mainkan saat bayi terus mengamati peristiwa baru dan menjelajahi lingkungan baru. Mereka mungkin mulai meniru perilaku orang dewasa. Peniruan menjadi cara utama bagi bayi yang lebih tua dan balita baru. Mereka mungkin meniru suara-suara yang mereka dengar, tindakan, atau bahkan meniru perilaku orang dewasa dengan pura-pura bermain game yang melibatkan suara dan wajah lucu. membuat ekspresi memicu imajinasi anak Anda. Setelah usia 9 bulan, bayi menjadi terpesona dengan belajar tentang benda. Bayi pada tahap ini mungkin mulai menggunakan benda dan mainan sehari-hari seperti yang dimaksudkan. Mereka bereksperimen dengan berinteraksi dengan objek dengan cara baru dan kreatif. Next, the sixth preschool learning style in preschool period. Preschool English language, reading, literature, effective preschool teachers. Create cozy, comfortable reading areas with a variety of age appropriate printed materials at least 15 to 20 books in a display case, change every 2 weeks, along with magazines, catalogs, and newspaper. B. Read aloud to each child individually and in small and large groups 2 or more times a day in different settings using age-appropriate high-quality books and text. Picture storybooks, including the Caldecott Medal books, picture information books, traditional literature, including folk tales, fantasies, poetry, and rhyming books, big books, books that are predictable and repetitive, culturally diverse books, and an assortment of alphabet books and number books. Organize routines of the day with children to ensure that children are aware of their opportunities for read aloud with the teacher involved, small group or one-on-one, as well as times of the day that they can use the classroom library and select book for their reading enjoyment. Writing effective preschool teachers. Model teachers writing in a variety of genres throughout the day and encourage children writing. Guide children to write their names on their work. Share writing lists, message, chart, forms, signage, labels, invitation letters, and model pretend roles in dramatic play activities that include writing, such as a doctor in the doctor's office, charting patient health information, etc. B. Provide shared writing opportunities. The children volunteer the ideas and letters or words, and the teachers elaborates on the ideas and writes the word. Display interactive example of writing, including pictures, at children's eye level for intentional follow-up activities. Language effective preschool teachers. Respond to children using their words with the correct plural forms, tenses, preposition, and incomplete sentence. Also add new and rich vocabulary to the response when appropriate. Optimalkan anak gaya belajar 1. Pembelajar kinestetik. Sebagai langkah pertama, Anda harus pergi ke sekolah yang aktif. Sistem pembelajaran di mana banyak siswa yang terlibat dalam proses pembelajaran ini agar kemampuannya berkembang secara optimal. B. Belajar melalui pengalaman menggunakan berbagai alat peraga, seperti percobaan laboratorium. C. Bagi siswa yang memiliki kapasitas energi berlebih, sebaiknya diberikan aktivitas fisik di rumah sebelum sekolah. Untuk contoh, mengikuti olahraga, membantu pekerjaan rumah seperti mencuci mobil, membersihkan rumah, dan melakukan sesuatu dengan jari-jarinya. Yang kedua, pembelajar auditori. Baca dan ulangi materi pembelajaran dengan membuat suara atau meminta orang lain untuk membacanya. Gunakan musik sebagai alat belajar. B. Sediakan tape recorder untuk merekam sebuah materi pembelajaran yang diajarkan di sekolah dan diulang lagi di rumah. C. Melakukan review verbal dengan teman, orang tua, atau guru. Yang ketiga, pembelajar visual. Yang A. Belajar menghafal gunakan flashcard atau kartu kecil yang berisi kata kunci informasi apa saja yang sedang dipelajari. B. Belajar mencari bahan alternatif dari berbagai sumber, misalnya dari video, PowerPoint, mind map, gambar, atau bagian yang menarik. Ini akan membantu Anda mendapatkan gambaran besar tentang apa yang akan dia pelajari. Next, the 7 pembelajar muda usia 5-12 tahun membutuhkan gaya belajar berdasarkan imitasi. Kreativitas guru dalam memberikan beberapa visual, realita, pembelajaran tematik, dan pengajaran yang akrab bahan. Teaching Learning Styles Putra 2012 state that the teacher's teaching style include their ability to 1. Keep the learner's motivation high or generate energy to learn in class. 2. Handle the problem of giving rewards and punishment. 3. Establish rapport. 4. Use certain teaching technique while the physical environment of the classroom involves seating arrangement, classroom walls and board. The use of the native language of the learners deal with the consideration on when to appropriately use and not to use it. The act creating learning environment for young language learner. Listening and speaking, creating an environment for young language learner. Caring environment in which children feel secure and valued will allow them to express their thoughts, feelings, and understanding. The classroom environment should promote language as a tool for learning across the curriculum. Teachers need to provide an environment which promotes active listening and purposeful talking, well-designed writing, and comprehensive reading. Membangun lingkungan belajar awal yang ramah. Ciptakan lingkungan yang ramah dengan mencerminkan keragaman bahasa dan budaya semua anak dalam hal-hal seperti ruang kelas, poster, gambar, alat peraga, mainan meja, permainan, buku cerita, sumber media, musik, instrumen, dan makanan yang disajikan di kelas memberikan kesempatan bagi keluarga dan anggota masyarakat untuk berbagi pengalaman dengan anak-anak di kelas, di rumah mereka, bahasa, serta dalam bahasa Inggris memberikan pengalaman belajar seperti kunjungan lapangan dan damasya komunitas lainnya ke tempat-tempat di mana anak-anak dan keluarga dapat belajar tentang budaya dan sejarah diri sendiri dan orang lain. The last, teaching grammar and vocabulary. When teaching French language vocabulary to children, the teachers need to keep in mind that young learners are still building on their first language vocabulary and are still in the process of acquiring and organizing concepts. The first language background needs to be taken into account in order to know what will work and what might be difficult for children. It is also common sense that teaching names of animals will go fine with young learners. However, teaching more complex adjectives, relevant, significant, or exhas to 7 or 8 years old is rather a pointless effort. Basic level words are likely to be more appropriate for young learners, while building up more sophisticated, complex, and abstract vocabulary should come later and should rely on basic vocabulary